Alright, sorry about the technical difficulties. We got a stream back up for you, so we're in now part 2 of this game that's been taking a long time thanks to Bethel Perks just rapid amounts of offense, but it's Yeager at the plate right now, and what we missed there a little bit before there, Sam Meredith got his single, then Cam Russell hit a single to first base. Shank struck out as the number 2 hitter, then Ben Peterson walked. So with the bases loaded, Peterson has a courtesy runner on first representing him. That one called a strike, but so we got Meredith on third base, Russell on second, and then I'll get you the courtesy runner for Peterson. One out. Top of the third inning, and Canon Mac trailing by 8. That one fouled away. And the courtesy runner, that's Massimo Falcone. Falcone, that is a famous name in the Washington County area, Cannon McMillan area. Falcone. I didn't ask if he's related to the car dealership owners. That one struck, kind of missed, struck out. That's Yeager out. 1 earned run given up by Bethel Park starting pitcher Santino Diolis, and that another strikeout for him. That gives him 6 on the game right now through 2 1/3 innings. Now here's Teddy Burke, who pops that pitch up behind the backstop, running after it and making the catch. Behind the backstop is the catcher for Bethel Park. Get a name for you here through the wind. And it's Ethan Senoff who makes the play. And the inning comes to an end. Canon Mac gets the bases loaded but fails to score any runs. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's Bethel Park 9, Canon Mac 1. You're watching Bethel Park High School Baseball. Part 2 of our streams, since we had some technical difficulties earlier. You're watching on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. My name is Nicholas Callis. This is Blackhawk TV on YouTube. To the bottom of the third inning, this game has been taking a little longer than average because Bethel Park scored 9 runs through this game. And the first pitch taken upstairs, ball 1. Bethel Park batted 8 in the first inning, 10 in the second inning, so they've averaged 9 per inning. That's their entire lineup. Top of the order due up in this third inning. It's Tierney, Ryan Petrus, and Michael Bruckner, as that one is lined out toward left field. The wind's carrying it, and it's over the head of the left fielder, and Tierney on his horse on his way to second, and he will stop at second base with a stand-up double to lead off this top of the third inning. First extra base hit, it looks like, for Bethel Park in this game. All of their offense has come from walks, hit by pitches, and singles. Canon Mac has 1 extra base hit on the home run in the second inning by Nico Petragus. That's the only run they've scored to this point as well. It's 9-1. Bethel Park leads in the bottom third inning of 7 regulation innings. As that one misses for a ball, counts 1-0. Bethel Park's got a right-hander in the bullpen now. It is Nicholas Rilo. Rillo, thank you, Ryder. We're doing camera work for us in this game, and John doing the directing. And working through the elements in this game. Snowfall just a little bit, sprinkling over the area. And temperatures that feel not like the 40 degrees in the forecast because the wind is very heavy today. That pitch misses down low, counts 2-0 on Petrus, who is 2 for 2 in this game. A couple singles for him, also has a stolen base. He did that last inning. Just talking some mercy rule scenarios as that one's in there for a strike. If Bethel goes up by 10 and then makes it to the 5th inning with that 10-run lead, the game will be called due to mercy rule. I believe it's 15 runs after 3, so they would have to manufacture, I guess, their average through the first couple innings as that one's fouled off. They've got 9 runs scored. 9-1 is the score right now. Canon down by 8. So if they score 2 more and then keep the score at least at that separation, they'll win by mercy rule. Otherwise, this game will keep going. But it's already been lengthy just because Bethel Park's essentially batted around twice this game. That one in the dirt, ball 4. Peterson scoops, throws to third. It gets past the third baseman, or he almost did. It looked like his right leg blocked the ball from going into the outfield, stayed right by that third base bag. So Tierney will advance on what'll be scored a wild pitch. Ryan Petrus forward at first base on the walk. So runners on the corners with nobody out, and here comes the number 3 hitter, Michael Bruckner, who has walked both plate appearances so far, and he's scored each time he's reached base. 6'3" outfielder comes in. Canon also had a new pitcher come into the game in the middle of last inning to get the final out. Starter Tyson Mead went an inning and 2/3, but could not finish out the second inning. This is Sebastian Schulski, who is a 6'3" sophomore in there now, right-handed pitcher. Coming in relief in this game, steps off. That's another sign. Now the wind was once blowing into home plate. Now it's blowing out more toward left field. And a pickoff attempt to third. Actually, the first to third move, which is still legal in the WPIAL, and any outs on the play despite briefly fooling Ryan Petrus, who was stuck between first and second and then looked back, then just committed to second base. Canon Mack's first baseman decided to hold the baseball to prevent runner from third Tierney from scoring, but now both runners in scoring position, and Canon Mack has their infield in. And that pitch is swung out and missed. Again, the score 9-1, 2 runners in scoring position, and nobody out for Bethel Park in this game. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. Schulski's pitch is well too high over the 6'3" shoulders of Michael Bruckner. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and the home plate umpire says he committed, so that's going to be a strike. This is a Bethel Park high school baseball team that not so long ago saw itself as state champions in its respective classification. Still a formidable opponent for many WPIL teams, and Canon Mack suffering that fate right now, down 8 runs. As that pitch is called a strike, and Schulski records a strikeout, and that's the first out of this bottom of the 3rd inning. Now here comes Noah Lejeune to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with one hit by pitch in one of his plate appearances, so he reached one time. That one swung on and missed. He did drive in the game's first run back in the 1st inning on a ground out to second base. Here's the 0-1. Right over the outside edge. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Bethel Park up 8 runs. And they can manufacture 2 more. The mercy rule will come into effect in this game. But Schulski trying to prevent that from happening. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle. Schulski plays it, fakes a throw to third. The force out at first base, so Lejeune out at first on the second ground out put out of the game. That's 2 outs now. Tierney and Petrus still in scoring position, and then up Ethan Stanhoff, who is 1 for 1 with 2 plate appearances. He reached base both times. He was up to the plate. He walked in the first inning and singled in the second. This is his 3rd plate appearance in 3 innings. Long lead by Petrus off of second base. And a ground ball sharply hit through the left side of the infield. 1 run scores. Here comes Petrus as the ball to the glove of the left fielder, and into second base goes Stanhoff with a 2 RBI single, and then he'll advance to second on the left fielder's misplay. Aaron Hoffbauer goes to courtesy run for Stanhoff, who's the catcher. 2 runs driven in, so that Bethel Park a gap of 10 runs. They're up 11-1 now, and they've scored in all 3 innings, which puts mercy rule into effect now. Again, Matt can't score yet. These couple innings. Ryan Walsh strike. Continues to blow aggressively here now. Mix of clouds and sun. This area, but still feels chilly when the sun's not out. Valley behind Bethel Park History Building. Here's the pitch, slide step, and a called strike. Ryan Walsh at the plate. He's 1 for 1 officially with 2 plate appearances. He singled at first and walked in second. So it's now 6 hitters that have had a plate appearance in all 3 innings of this game so far. This is the bottom of the 3rd inning of 7 regulation innings. Shulsky looks back. Aaron Hoffbauer, the courtesy runner for Ethan Stanhoff, who just drove in a couple runs outside with that pitch. The left-handed hitting Ryan Walsh. So looking at the schedule that I've found, these 2 teams not played yet. Any WPIL teams, which is outside from Shulsky. So this is one of their first games of the season. It's a non-section game that they're playing. Early game on each of their team's schedules. That one, a breaking ball right over the edge, called strike 3. And that ends the 3rd inning. 2 in for Bethel Park on a couple hits and a walk. And after 3 full innings of play, it's 11-1. Bethel Park leads Canon Mac. You're watching Bethel Park High School Baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. You're watching Bethel Park High School Baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. We lost our first stream, so hopefully you found us on the second one. If not, tell people that may be watching that that lost the first stream that we got a second one up now. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back. We're getting this game to you. Canon batting now. They're down 10 runs. It's 11-1. Bethel Park has some substitutions in this game. They've replaced their starting pitcher, Diolis. On the mound now is Nicholas Rillo. And they got a new right fielder as well. It's Jack Bruckner, a 6-foot junior out there on right now, replacing Ryan Walsh. So some substitutions here in a game now that is mercy rule eligible. If it makes it one more inning and Canon can't score or get within 10 runs of Bethel Park, because that one swung on and missed. Off-speed pitch by Rillo. So Santino Diolis, 1 earned run given up through the 3 innings that he pitched, and in a game like this now, no need to work any harder, especially on a cold day. It's rough, especially on pitchers. Just tight muscles naturally when it's super cold outside. Makes for a more injury-prone environment if they work a little too hard. So it's about 40 degrees, but with wind chill, it's probably feeling more like 30, 29 outside. You know, it's cold. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards shortstop. That's played there and thrown to first by Bethel Park shortstop Ryan Petrus, and that's out number 1. So with 1 out, it's Nico Petragus, who just grounded out, and now here comes Smittle to the plate for Canon Mac. So Petragus, who just batted, he was the one that the home run off Diolis back in the 2nd inning for Canon Mac's only run to this point. It was, that one's called a strike on Smittle. It was a ball that was hit against the wind, the opposite way out toward right center field, hit the road out there. I believe that's Bethel Church, or one of the roads next to it. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Rillo, just a bit outside, count even 1-1, but yeah, Petragus hit that ball against all odds, just muscled it the opposite way. Got Canon Mac its only run. It was 5-1 when he hit it. It's now 11-1 after 3 innings of play. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Well-placed pitch on the inside, and Rillo lost his hat with that pitch. It is windy outside, so that's believable, not as embarrassing as it seems. It is windy, and it looks like he has long hair out there as well. So, and time called by Smittle at the plate. It's one of the early games in the season, not a section game, so no playoff implications in this matchup. Just a game to get some repetitions. Bethel Park's been capitalizing on those. Check swing, but the home plate umpire says he went around. That's a strikeout. So Rillo, first 2 hitters he faces get out. Now here comes Will Tazak with 2 outs and the base is empty. So there will be 1 more inning by rule. Again, the mercy rule for 10 is after 4.5 or 5, but it'll be 4.5 because Bethel Park's leading, so they would have to get all the outs in the top of the 5th inning to end the game, provided the Canon Mac can't score in these next 2 innings and keep the game within 10 runs. That pitch missed. Tazak, a left-handed hitter, standing in. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to left field in his first at bat, which was back in inning number 2. Now we're in the top of the 4th inning. Just a bit off the outside edge. Canon McMillan WPIL school in Washington, Pennsylvania, just south of here. Bethel Park, one of the furthest south boroughs, municipalities in the Allegheny County area. The Washington County line is right down the road. That one called a strike. Canon Mac is one of the more north areas in Washington County, so they both are on the Allegheny-Washington County line. Here's the pitch. That one is a strike. Now 2 strikes on Will Tazak. A number of fans, too, from both teams showing out for this game despite the cold. Got a lot of jackets on, long sleeves, enjoying the fact that this field has a hill right next to it that gives you more of a stadium-like view as that pitch misses. Count run full on Tazak, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, somebody throwing behind Canon Mac's dugout as well, just taking some primary warm-up throws. I don't know if it's a pitcher or not for the Canon Mac Big Macs. Ball hit on the ground towards shortstop. There's Petrus, plays it, throws to first, and gets the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Canon Mac Big Macs in the top of the 4th inning. The Bethel Park Blackhawks with one more opportunity to capitalize, and then if they can keep it a 10-run or more game, they'll win this one by mercy until the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 11-1. Bethel Park leads Canon Mac. You're watching Bethel Park baseball, Bethel Park High School baseball on Blackhawk TV. You're watching Bethel Park High School baseball on Blackhawk TV. My name is Nicholas Callis. We got John out here directing and doing some major production work in the cold, along with Ryder, who's running. He actually ran both of our cameras because one of them kind of malfunctioned, but he stepped up and he moved cameras and he's giving you the views of these games. And again, my name is Nicholas Callis. Calling this one for you. It's 11-1. Canon Mac is trailing Bethel Park. It's bottom of the 4th inning. Bethel Park in mercy rule territory now, so they just have to keep the game beyond 10 and get 3 outs in the top of the inning, top of the 5th, and this game will be over. But they get some last chances to pad on to this lead. Now a right-handed hitter stands in for Bethel Park. Looks like a pinch hitter, somebody who hasn't batted yet for this Bethel Park team. I'll get that name for you here soon. But a pitch there hits him. So there you go. One pitch to start this bottom of the 4th inning. It's a hit batter. Isaac Wotton, 5'9" junior, who just got hit by that pitch. Really entered into the game. It looked like he was batting for Dylan Paul. So Bethel Park bringing in all the subs now. Another hitter coming in who will bat. So some players getting some extra repetitions that would normally be in a game I think that would be closer, but with a 10-run gap, other players getting some repetitions. So I'll let you know who this batter is in a moment. Who takes a strike. That's Wotton on first base, and it is Nicholas Rillo who is batting now from the left side of the plate. Rillo came into pitch for Diolis, excuse me, as that pitch misses inside, counts 1-1. So he's in there now batting as the sun starts to shine on the field. But when he got subbed into pitch, he also came in for Diolis, not only on the mound, but in the lineup as well. So he swings and misses at that pitch, so he's getting his first plate appearance in here. Bethel Park, through this 4th inning now, is making its way through the order for the 3rd time. They averaged 9 hitters through the first 2 innings that came to the plate in each. That one fouled off. So they've had an offensive output like crazy today. 5 runs in the first, 4 in the second, 2 scored in the 3rd. They're up 11-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pick off attempt to first base, back safely is Wotton. And another Pitcher warming up now in the bullpen too for Bethel Park. That's Dylan Paul. Strike 3 called over the outside edge, and down goes Rillo for the first out.
Now batting, number 9, Bethel.
Oh, the public address announcers are kind of losing it now in a game that's been lopsided. They, with interesting enthusiasm, call up this pinch hitter, Ben Lentz, to the plate. Ben Lentz will get his first plate appearance of the game in here with a runner on first and 1 out. In a 10-run game that Bethel Park leads. That one's a strike. So maybe Dylan Paul didn't get taken out of the game. They might have done some sort of double switch. Or maybe they'll re-enter Dylan Paul into the game once this half inning ends, which is something that you can do in WPIL baseball. Is that one fouled off? If you sub a guy in and then substitute back in the player that the first substitution subbed in for, it sounds a little confusing, but it makes sense to those involved. I'll try to explain it to you the best I can. Yeah, but if you sub in that player, if you sub in a player and then sub back in the player that was subbed for, that player can re-enter the game. The player that subbed in initially is removed from the game, but then that player can come in one more time. They call that re-entry for players. So Dylan Paul didn't get to bat. He's warming up in the bullpen now, so he might be re-entered to pitch out this 5th inning. That one served into right field. That is a diving stop and no signal. The home plate umpire now signals no catch. So an interesting maneuver there. Safe call from the home plate umpire. And the field umpire just standing and making a call that Woughton, the runner going from first to second, was tagged out. So the first baseman and the second baseman looked like they tried to beat Ben Lentz to first base, and now everybody a bit confused on that call. The home plate umpire and field umpire getting together to sort that one out. There was no call when the force out was attempted on Lentz at first base, but then called out Woughton going from first to second. And so sometimes you'll see confusion too, because umpires are very loud when an out call is made or a catch call is made, but when there's a fair ball or no catch, they usually just do hand signals. They don't verbalize anything. A lot of the times that's because fair and foul have that first same syllable that they don't want to confuse the players with. But on catches and no catches like that, those can get confusing because the runners aren't looking at the umpire for the signal. They're just waiting for an indication from their coaches or the other players on defense to react. So the umpire is making a determination now. Looks like Woughton went back, and he is indeed tagged out, but they are letting Lentz stay on first base. So a long play there, which pretty much just ends in the put out of Woughton going from first to second, so Lentz reaches on a fielder's choice. Now back to the top of the order. Tierney, check swing, but couldn't hold back. That's strike 1. This game gone on for about 1 hour and 44 minutes so far. We're still in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bethel Park leading 11-1 in this bottom of the 4th inning. In the dirt, blocked by Peterson, and Lentz didn't react in time. He took his secondary lead and then stopped. So instead of running late, he decides to go back to first base and maintain his position at the base. Tierney, the right-handed hitter, in. Tierney has batted in every inning so far. 4 plate appearances in 4 innings. Swinging a tapper down the first base line. Grass causes friction to stop the ball. And now Tierney behind in the count. Snow still falling at weird intervals. Overcast skies now coming back over the field, getting cold, feeling all of that 38-degree weather, especially with the wind out here at Bethel Park High School. That pitch in the dirt. And it is an odd sight. I remember a few years ago when the Pirates were playing at home for their season opener that there was a snow flurry that masked the field. And it's very interesting to see snow falling in the month of March. That pitch outside. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Ryan Tierney, the center fielder of Bethel Park High School Blackhawks. Kick and pitch, runner goes from first, and a swing and a line drive into left center field. That's going to be cut off by the center fielder. Quick throw into third base is offline, and that'll allow Tierney to go into second base. That throw wasn't cut off, and Tierney quick enough to get in for extra bases. I'll actually give him a single, and then he'll advance to second on the throw to third base. But Lentz is at third, Tierney's at second, still 2 outs in this inning. And now here comes Ryan Petrus. Petrus has now gained the accolade of batting in all 4 innings. 4 plate appearances now in 4 innings. That one is called a strike, counts 0-1. So this 4th inning right now is the only inning that Bethel Park has not scored in. They got 5 runs in the first, 4 in the second, 2 in the third. They're up 11-1 over Canon Mac. Here's the pitch. And a fly ball. Hit high towards center field. Center fielder has a beat on it. And makes the catch. It's Cam Russell out there in center field making the play. That ends the bottom of the 4th inning. Bethel Park up 11-1. If they don't give up a run, they'll win this game by mercy rule. And we'll be back to see what happens. Up next, my name is Nicholas Callis. This is Baseball on Blackhawk TV.
Number 23, Bethel.
At first base,
My name is Nicholas Callis. One more thank you. Love to give credit to our staff here as well today, bringing you this Bethel Park High School baseball game. We got John directing and doing other production stuff for us, Ryder on camera. My name is Nicholas Callis. Calling this one for you. It's 11-1. Canon Mac is trailing Bethel Park. Canon Mac will have its last opportunities to score at least 1 run, or else it'll get mercy ruled. We're in the 5th inning now, and Bethel Park being up by 10. We'll put the mercy rule into effect if Canon Mac can't keep within 10. This half inning ends. Dylan Paul on the mound now for Bethel Park. He's re-entered into the game. He was taken out for a pinch hitter and back in the game. The pitch here now. He's the 3rd pitcher to come into the game. Viola started the game for Bethel Park. Then Nicholas Rillo came in and he didn't give up any runs. Canon Mac scored 1 run on a Petragus home run in the 2nd inning, and that's been it. That one popped into the air and foul. And at the plate now for Canon Mac is Sam Meredith. He is 1 for 1 in this game as he takes that pitch. Dylan Paul started the game at first base, and again was substituted for in the lineup, and then re-entered into the game, and he's in there to pitch now. And if he gets out of this inning unscathed, Bethel Park will leaves with a win. Swinging a tapper. Meredith got hit in the box. That one got hit off the plate. So just a foul ball. Meredith behind in the count against Dylan Paul. Swinging a pop-up on the right center field side of the field. I used that same word twice. Either way, fly out. It's the first out. Catch made out there on right field by Jack Bruckner. That's out number one, and now back to the top of the order. Cam Russell to bat for Canon Mac. He's been doing his part at the top of the order. He is 2 for 2 in this game. Also has a stolen base. He's been setting up his teammates. Just so far, their output's only been 1 run. Fouled off, counts 0-1. Like I said, Dylan Paul, who's pitching now, he started at first base in this game. He is a 6'4" junior. Coming to try to shut the door, or rather slam the door on this 10-run game. Swing and a foul back. I wonder if you get points for hitting the bus. Cam Russell hit the top of the bus on a bounce. Back here behind home plate, counts no balls, 2 strikes on Russell. Dylan Paul from the wind. Here's the pitch. Inside, almost hit him in the midsection. Just traveled past him, counts 1-2. Dylan Paul from the wind, right-handed pitcher against the left-handed hitter. And a chopper back to Paul, who has time. Russell really running it out, but he's forced out at first base for the second out in this top of the 5th inning. Bethel Park 1 out away from enforcing the mercy rule on Canon Mac. And here's Massimo Falcone into the game now. He was substituted in an inning ago. Now getting his first plate appearance in here. Actually, come to think of it, he was the courtesy runner for Ben Peterson when Peterson reached last inning. But this is a formal substitution into the game now. So he can courtesy run, but now he's been entered into the game officially as a substitute. But no matter there. Grounded to third and played routinely to end the ball game. Bethel Park wins 11-1 after 5 innings. Mercy rule enforced. Game over, and really nothing more to say about this one. 1 run scored by Canon Mac in the 2nd inning, with Nico Petragas hitting the home run to right center field. But Bethel Park had command from the start of this one. 5 runs in the 1st inning, 4 runs in the 2nd, 2 runs in the 3rd. They didn't score any in the 4th inning, but they had already accumulated enough runs to take this one home and win one of the early games on their schedule by a large amount. Final score once again 11-1, Bethel Park over Canon Mac. And for my production mates here, high school students John and Ryder, bringing you the production. My name is Nicholas Callis, saying so long from Bethel Park High School. Repeating the final score one more time. The Bethel Park Blackhawks 11, Canon McMillan Big Macs 1.